Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 14 of Gaming Refines podcast. Today I'm joined by Mr. Mikey.
Wait, when do I go first?
Now, then we're
Man,
joined by
stop
Mr.
changing
James
up the
Cook.
shit. Oh, that's me.
Yeah. Bill Daniels
Hi.
and Josh.
Hey, that's me.
Yeah. I only
Does
said
anyone else
Bill's
feel
last
like
name.
we don't really need to introduce ourselves?
I feel like we don't need to.
Hey, man,
but
you
we
weren't
might
here
as well.
last week, so
Yeah.
they have to know you're here this week.
That's not
Well,
true.
like-
He was in and out
I
last
read
week.
Yeah,
I
you made a brief
realize
appearance.
that's true, yeah. But I realize this may not be the best time to bring this up, but this is when this kind of stuff occurs to me. But it's not like we have
Yeah.
a massive cast of people that are, revolving. It's just like, oh, hey, Mikey isn't here this week. Oh, hey, Bill isn't here this week. Oh,
Yeah, I
hey,
guess
it's
we can do
literally just
that.
Dylan on his own this week. Fucking
I'd
Solo
love to hear a
cast.
solo
Fucking
podcast from Dylan.
shit.
Oh, I could
Guest
absolutely
appearance of a
do
cat. Oh God.
that. Yep. So, either way, kicking this off, I know what we should talk about first, except I don't believe Josh partook in it because he's lame.
What?
But I'm talking about the
I got to
Gears
play
of War
yesterday. I
4.
think. Yep.
Yeah, I played it
got to
last
play yesterday.
night.
Okay, well, he probably sucked butt, so
Actually,
don't
I was doing
give
quite
your
well.
opinion. Okay, well, Josh, tell us how you did in this Gears of War 4 beta.
Actually, for a couple games, I carried the entire team, my friend.
And now we're
Carried?
going to move on. So, what do you guys think about the beta?
I mean, it feels like Gears to me, so I am okay with it.
Yes, I do enjoy it. The maps feel nice and actually true to Gears, kind of like it feels like these maps could be Gears 1 maps or even Gears 3 maps, and they just like in Halo, as Halo maps progress, like Halo 5 maps do not feel like Halo 3 maps.
Exactly, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they just kind of change as they go. Fuck.
I have a question,
Yes.
Dylan. I'm not a guy who's played a lot of Gears. I probably put maybe a total of 12 hours into the Gears franchise as a whole.
Heretic.
I don't know if it's just me or are the controls like that for every Gears game? Like that's
Yes.
Yes.
okay.
That's third person cover based shooter for you, man.
I wasn't a huge fan of it. Like I found like when I was running, I'd be holding A and then out of nowhere my guy would just be like hiding against the wall and I'm like I didn't click that and then I'd click A again and he'd dive
Yeah,
to
A does
another
everything.
wall,
That's the problem.
and
Yep.
Well, like when you're learning the game, it's kind of like the same thing with Mass Effect fucking 3 when you're playing the
Yes,
multiplayer and you're like, you got to go get your friend, but then you magnetize to a wall, and then you try to get off the wall and get your buddy, and then you hop over a barrier, then you try to do it again, and then you end
Exactly.
up doing the objective, and you're like, God damn it, why does one button do everything? With Gears, it's a lot simpler, especially since all A does is make you run, make you dodge, and make you like magnetize to walls. That's it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's not like
all-
Mass Effect 3. The one button to rule them all.
Exactly. So you got to play it some more, get into it, and like once you figure it out, it becomes very handy that one button does all those three things because then you learn like wall bouncing and stuff. Where as you're fighting, you just like kind of tap A in a direction of a wall, but then you tap A so you immediately like you slide, touch the wall, but then slide hit a different wall. And some crazy pro level Gears players are like stupid amazing at wall bouncing. It
Oh,
defies physics.
and I
And you
can
just backpack people. It's fun.
I can understand like how it might be a good idea. I don't know. I just found for a newbie-esque player like myself that it seemed like it was very clunky and awkward.
Yeah, emphasis on newbie
You're clunky and
player.
awkward.
Yeah, that as well. That as well. The
Boom.
guy that fucking sits there and puts a
Slam dunk.
straw in the goddamn punch bowl at prom.
I like
Either
the game
way.
of dodgeball.
That
Yeah,
is-
that was
that's-
hype. That was hype. That's what we were
Welcome
playing
edition.
last night.
Yep, definitely.
If you
So
get the good amount of if you get a good amount of kills on either side, so it makes it more of an interesting game, not just a TDM regular. Like it's okay if you're facing like a really good team, or if you're just mollywopping the other team, it's more of just like a what is it, execution or Warzone? What is it called in the old Gears?
Warzone.
Warzone.
Just a regular. Yeah, Warzone. Yeah, but like sometimes we had it just being that most of the time. If the other team is just getting destroyed, it just ends up being a quick Warzone match. But
Well,
if like
it's hard to compete with a 5-man squad. Like if you
Yeah.
legit roll in with a team, unless you fight another team of 5 men, like coordinated party
hey, why do
chatting,
they have to be men?
Yeah.
they're players. Fuck
There you
yourself.
go.
Gender equality, hippie nastiness,
Dylan, stop.
smoking the reefer and
Dude,
shit.
Dylan, please, let's not start this again.
You're putting yourself in a hole,
I know.
Dylan.
Dylan,
Last time we talked
Vietnam
about gears, I know
flashbacks.
you got all racist. Let's not get sexist this time, eh?
Yeah,
Exactly.
I know. I'll stop.
What
Bad
what is it
people.
about gears that just brings it out in you?
Oh yeah, that's what happened last time too. I don't. Do they even know what we're talking about? Didn't you edit it
No,
out?
it's edited out. No, let's move on from this.
Yup.
Let's not mention any colours.
Okay.
Okay. So I got some interesting news, Dylan.
I doubt it. Oh.
Actually,
Oh.
I find it relatively interesting. You guys might. So the classic
We won't.
Pokemon games on the 3DS sold 1.5 million copies.
I feel like
That's
that's a
expected.
good
Yeah, let's
thing,
move
but a
on.
bad thing.
I feel like that's just expected because everyone likes their nostalgia and shit.
And apparently
Yeah.
they were $10 each, so they made a shit
What?
ton
That's
of
pretty
money
good.
from it. Yeah, like the pricing is great. They're fucking great games, and they made a fuck ton of money. off of
I
it.
would, if I didn't have a copy of Pokemon Yellow sitting right beside me, I would absolutely buy a different, like a brand new copy for $10. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly.
If you had a 3DS.
I hate you.
Yeah.
And it's the fourth most downloaded
Fucking
game
retards.
on the 3DS.
The Morse
Wow,
post.
what an honor.
The fourth
Oh my
most
goodness.
downloaded game on the 3DS.
Speaking
wow,
of
that is just-
remasters, because I think
Oh,
we're
no.
done
That
on
must
this
have
one.
been beating out
If-
like real heavy hitters.
Okay, that's enough Nintendo harp. Okay, actually, should we go? Okay, no, I'm gonna go to this next thing. So speaking of remasters, have you guys heard about the new title
No.
Call of Duty Infinite Warfare might be launching with Call of Duty 4 or Modern Warfare Remaster? Aren't you guys hyped? I don't know
am
why I'm sounding
hyped.
sarcastic. I'm
Why
actually
are you
really
talking
hyped.
like this?
Yeah, I'm very
I don't
hyped for
know.
this. But now, like we were discussing last time with one of our friends, James, is what if it's only a PS4 release?
No.
That
The only
can't be a
reason that-
thing.
It literally
only re-
could. It could. You can't
No,
say it
it-
can't when they have
No.
exclusivity
Any
rights.
idea how
No,
much fucking
no,
money
no,
that would
no.
cost?
Like fucking
And they'll
Sony
get so
would
much
literally
shit.
have to spend like 500 million, if not $1 billion, just to make that happen. Just to be like, listen,
They'd
we're gonna
lose so
make
much
up for
money,
all
yeah.
the sales that you're gonna lose on Xbox and stuff for you to just sell it on our platform.
No, and I
At
understand
that point, if that
it's
happened-
very unlikely. But the thing is it is still a possibility,
No.
a very slight
No.
possibility.
If
just because
if
Sony has
it
exclusivity
Why do you have to
rights.
do this every podcast? Here's my goal for you. Next podcast, Josh, don't say some stupid shit and then adamantly defend it. Okay, buddy, just try your
That's
hardest.
his little shtick. That's his
But
shtick.
the
Okay,
thing,
just
What's
try your
Josh
very
without that?
hardest, because I
Alright.
guarantee you that ain't gonna happen.
oh no,
Yeah.
that's the thing is I doubt it's gonna happen, but it is a possibility.
No,
You
It's
can't
never-
say no.
that's
You can't say
I
no
know.
when Sony has
know.
exclusivity rights.
Oh my god, they have exclusivity rights to some DLC a month early. That's totally the same as them being able to get
Yeah, they-
exclusivity
yeah.
rights to a whole
game still
fucking
comes at the
game
same time.
and one of the most
Yeah.
demanded games and popular games in history, which would sell on an absolute shit ton. You're totally right, Josh. You're
Mic
so
drop.
right.
Is it?
Yeah, like
Fuck
Josh,
Josh.
let's admit the games come out at the same time. Like it's not like Black Ops 3 came out to PS4 early. It's just a DLC.
No,
and
and I
shit.
get this, right? But I'm just saying.
Like, they wouldn't even be able to spend enough money to get it to come out earlier. And
I
that would
know,
even
but that's
even
what
that
I'm
would be a fucking ridiculous amount.
People would freak out. Yeah.
Well, didn't AW come out
Just
for
stop.
Xbox One before PS4?
Stop.
No,
because
that's
of
just
the day
that was
one
a
thing?
day zero edition.
Yeah,
day
that's it.
zero edition. You
Now, was that
if you
for
pre-ordered
every
it, you get a day
platform?
earlier. Yeah,
Stop. Just stop this.
it was just a pre-order bonus.
Okay.
Let's talk about
So-
how fucking UFC is gonna be bigger than FIFA.
Okay, no, we moved past that a while back.
Yay.
This is what I was gonna go with after the Nintendo talk because it's still Nintendo. But did you guys hear about Nintendo NX coming out March 2017? Because I know Mikey's getting that system.
James, why do you say everything when it's stuff you're saying and you're bringing up, but you say it in like a really unenthused way?
Yeah, you sound like super sarcastic. So
It's like
guys,
you're bringing it
Call of
up,
Duty
mate. So just
4.
say it like, oh fuck.
I feel like he's trying to talk to somebody. He's like, so you
Guys,
you
there's-
Dave from accounting? Oh, he's a cool guy.
No,
And
he
that-
got married the other day.
So
Did you
then,
remember his
like, he
wedding?
just
No.
fucking hopes that somebody else carries on the conversation with more enthusiasm than he has. Like, fucking,
I
oh,
know,
yeah,
I-
Dave, man. It's like, fucking,
guys
yeah, the
bring the
Nintendo
Yeah,
NX.
enthusiasm.
Anybody
Dylan,
hear about
but
that
James-
shit?
It's like he doesn't want to be like
Fucking crazy.
embarrassed, so like he's like, oh, like
Yeah.
I'll just like hang out there like I don't care, and if they pick up on it, then great, and if they don't, then like whatever, I don't
Fine,
care.
you know
I'm
what?
saying
I
it,
care
like,
about
really
Nintendo
unenthused and
NX.
sarcastically.
Why?
There you go,
Why do you
James.
care about
Embrace
Nintendo
it.
NX?
Embrace it.
Well,
Fucking
'cause
do it.
I'm hoping it is actually like a platform in which it will compete with the other consoles and not just
That
be some
won't
gimmicky
happen.
console. Hey, you
No,
don't
no,
know
that
yet.
won't
They haven't
happen,
revealed
and I'll
anything
tell
yet.
you
hold
why.
up, hold up.
Whoa,
Mikey,
whoa,
are
whoa.
you seeing this? Are you seeing this?
What?
Yeah, but it's possible. But it's possible, Josh. I'm
No,
not
No,
saying
it
that.
isn't.
Oh.
You wanna know why?
Josh, it's
You wanna know
possible.
why it's not possible?
It's really like I'm not saying no. I'm not saying it's gonna be, but it's possible though. Okay.
All right,
And
it's
since it's
possible,
possible,
but it's not
then
gonna
it's
happen
worth saying that it's
because
gonna
Nintendo
happen.
isn't a third-party developer-friendly company anymore.
Well, maybe we should start.
Yes.
I was gonna say, what if this is their step to start? Like,
Oh,
Yeah, like they're
Yes.
not dumb. Well, I'm not.
No,
saying
they
they're not
are
but
dumb. They are
They
very
should
dumb.
go in a different direction if they want to compete better and like have just a console that can play every game and not just their first party and like second party games.
That's all they've been doing for the last like.
We need
what,
to like do
10
like a
years?
supercut. Like we probably already have enough to be fair. Like I'm saying this like we need to do it in the future. But we need to have like a supercut of just like dumb shit Josh has said and just like
Oh,
dumb
hell
like
yeah.
sweeping statements and just like clip them all together. And then just like
I'll start the editing tomorrow.
Oh, that was priceless. I'm
You guys,
so
like,
happy
died
we
way
got
too
this.
much
No,
for that shit.
it was
it was the
It was
timing.
just
Like I
too
understand
perfect.
he just contradicted
Yeah,
himself
just
from
too
earlier, but
perfect.
yeah.
It was
He
literally-
contradicted himself like a minute later.
yeah.
You can't say it's not possible. It's not possible.
Oh man.
Okay, well, yeah, no.
That's
Some
Well,
Well, one more
interesting
thing. One more
stuff.
thing. Oh,
Yeah,
One more
go
thing,
about it.
Dylan.
Go about it.
So-
Go about it.
They also delayed the new Legend of Zelda like open world game that they've been making for the longest time. Well, at least I think they were making it for the longest time. That was supposed to be coming out this year on the Wii U, but now they're announcing that it's going to come out
On
alongside
the NX.
the NX release, and so it's going to kind of be like,
I'm
remember
okay
Twilight
with
Princess,
that.
Dylan?
Like, James, that's been a thing for
Yeah,
a
I'm okay
while
with that.
though. Like I understand, like it might
What?
have been fan speculated, but
literally-
most people were talking about. I've heard people talking about that a couple weeks ago.
It literally got announced yesterday, so chill, by
Oh,
Nintendo
and-
themselves. I'm going
Okay,
to
so it
believe
was fan
Nintendo over
speculation.
rumors.
Then it was fan speculation.
I, yeah. The thing that
It's
I
kinda
would
like
say is
Twilight
it makes
Princess, Dylan.
sense. Yes, because Twilight Princess came out on the Wii U like as its flagship thing. It would
But it
make
was on
sense
Wii as
to
well.
have. Yeah, but it
Oh,
was
no,
also
no,
oh blah, blah,
No,
blah.
Twilight Princess.
Sorry.
Twilight
Yeah, it
Princess
was on Wii.
GameCube and Wii.
Yeah, and it came out on GameCube like a little bit after. Did it come out GameCube at the same time?
I can't remember actually. Maybe it even came out first on GameCube. I can't. No. Then
No,
maybe
I
not
was
that
pretty
game.
sure the Wii version came out first. But either way, so it makes sense at this point that Nintendo would just be like, listen, we're gonna just pump it out for the NX. Maybe they have hardware upgrades and whatnot over the Wii U, so they could
I
pump
hope
even
so.
more power out of it. Hopefully. Some interesting things is does anybody remember some of the things that the NX was saying it could do, as in like it doesn't need third-party support because it can
Oh, this is
play
what Bill was
any
saying.
game?
What?
The Bill was telling me this one time.
No, it's
Like,
because
you
it
could-
can. The idea is that it'll be stupidly easy to develop for. Like the ports will just be drag and drop. That's the idea
Yeah.
that they were hyping.
Yeah,
Well, that the
So,
leak
like-
was hyping.
yeah.
So many leaks.
So,
Yeah.
Bill, do you want to go into more detail and explain exactly that would mean for, say, people that don't understand it, like, I don't know, Mr. It's impossible, not impossible.
Well, the idea with that a leak a while ago was
I
saying
hate you, Dylan.
is that they were developing basically their platform to be able to just take games, just drag and drop play basically. It's hard to I can't explain it. I'm not even
Yeah, like,
proper
I
to
feel like-
explain it.
I'm not sure.
It's just like how the coding is
Are
supposed to
they
work.
like? Are they on crack?
They may be on crack. So basically,
are
my
they
take
doing
on
the
it
cracks?
is like, you know, the Windows Universal.
Yeah, it's like
It's basically the
considering how much of a
opposite.
fucking
Yeah.
hassle that is.
No. No, but it's
Like-
basically the opposite of that. Instead of everything having to be in code in one thing, it can compile codes better. It can just
Yeah.
compile other
Yeah, but
codes easier.
considering how much of a pain in the arse it's been for Microsoft to get just their shit working with each other,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's
That's a
like
good
the
point.
massive concerted effort they're going to through all these different things just to get their like 3 different platforms working together. The idea that the NX can somehow like have games developed for it, drag and drop from like so many different engines and so many different things, like I don't know. I mean, if they can do that, then fair play.
Yeah, like that's the thing. If they can do it, but the thing is like, also you got to give Nintendo a kind of like, Mikey. You don't have to because you're Mikey, but you kind of got to
Thanks,
give Nintendo its thing in the sense of like, it hasn't. They've taken risks, not like stupid crazy risks, but risks on innovation whenever they release something new, like the 3DS, like having its fucking dual screen functionality and like
Well, the
3D.
DS in general.
Wiimotes,
the DS, yeah,
Wiimotes,
the Wiimotes, the Wii U gamepad.
tablet.
It's like
That thing's cool, but
It's
It's
cool.
super
It's
cool.
actually really fun, and it's super like, it's really interesting when you actually sit down with it and like fiddle around with it for a bit. But at the same time, it's not practical for actual hardcore
What-
gamers.
yeah. What me and Bill were
But-
actually talking about
yeah.
literally like the other day was the thing about that thing, like the cool thing about it is like you can use it as like a portable Wii U, and that's like I feel like the best part about it. So like if you do have like a busy house with like one big TV and someone else is using it for something else, you'd be like, okay, I'm just gonna play my Smash Brothers like on the couch, but it's like on a smaller screen. But it's
Yeah, I
still like
love the
HD and
fact that I
everything.
could game while I was
But the
shitting.
only thing I don't like about it is the fact that they're kind of not forcing, but they kind of like make the developers say like, hey, we have this new feature, new like gamepad thing. Hey, can you implement the whole cool new gimmick thing
Yeah,
about it?
it's like
And then,
trying
like,
to implement Connect.
All the third-party
Exactly, and
guys are
it's-
like,
yeah,
oh, we're making a
it
Call
scares
of
'em.
Duty, but we're not gonna make it so you can shoot with the tablet. So we're just gonna skip your platform. Like it's so inconvenient for the other developers, other than Nintendo
Yeah,
first-party shit.
and this is just something to drop, but the NX may be subscription based.
Oh no.
What do you mean by that?
Like, you know, Xbox Live.
Oh, okay.
Well, they kind of have to
Plus.
jump onto that now, don't they? After Sony's doing it now too.
But I mean,
They don't
what would
have
they...
to jump onto it. I
mean,
was
they
gonna say,
don't have to,
the
but
only way
that's
they'd
money
have
to-
to is if they actually went ahead and made it so like they were grabbing third-party developers
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
actually having
exactly.
A better online.
and getting
I mean,
good
their online's
second-party
getting-
titles.
Actually, no, their online's still pretty mediocre, at least from what I've played.
Yeah, it's still
Our
pretty
online
much
servers
crap.
weren't that great. Like when we were trying to get into Mario Kart games, it took us forever.
And Smash Brothers was
Yeah.
laggy.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Smash Brothers was the freaking worst at times. Like you'd get some games crystal clear, and then like the other 90% were just complete shit.
And that game's all about just like crisp, just fighting.
Yeah,
and if you can't
exactly.
even
Smooth
like play at
movements
the
and
same
whatnot.
time as like if I input a command and it comes in a bit later, that's what's the point of playing a fighting game?
Exactly.
Oh, weird segue, but okay. So, inputting command happening later. That happened to
What
me a lot in
the
Ninja
fuck?
Gaiden 3. I couldn't
Whoa.
beat Ninja Gaiden 3 on Master Ninja difficulty because there was too many enemies on screen
Delay.
and it would lag. So, when I tried to hit a combo and it lagged to the point where I'd get hit in the face and it'd break my combo even though I'm mid combo, I died a lot. I couldn't get past the first part because the Xbox 360 couldn't handle it. Now, you're probably thinking, Dylan, what the fuck? And you would be correct. What the fuck? Fucking Tecmo peoples.
Tecmo. Did you like have like
Or is it
Fucking-
Tenko?
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
fair. Yeah, no fucking Tecmo Koei Fucking
How many fuckings do you have to say?
so many fuckings because I'm so
Chill.
fucking hyped. They're making a new game. It's called it's like fuck. No,
Ninja
no,
Gaiden
hey.
4.
Or something like that.
Called
No,
fuck
it's the
fuck.
guys who make Ninja Gaiden, except it's like Japanese Dark Souls in the sense of the game is brutally hard and you
The
die
Ninja
really,
Gaiden.
really quick. There's lots
Ninja
of different
That's what I'm
weapons and
playing right
stuff.
now.
Yeah, and it's just fast paced amazingness, but you can literally die from one enemy in like one hit. So, but it's PS4 exclusive, so we're gonna have a fun time with that.
Well, we have a.
I
Well, it's
can't
probably
wait,
single player anyways, and we have. Yeah.
I know. Plus, I've downloaded the beta alpha, not closed alpha, open alpha. It's basically just a demo. Either way, I've got it. I'm gonna play it. It's gonna be awesome. Report back next week. Somebody else throw a topic right now. Smoke bomb.
Oh, this guy's smoke bombed in a voice podcast. Well, that's interesting.
Yep.
At least he did the sound
Well-
effect.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's all that
exactly.
really matters. So Mikey, what do you have to bring to the table?
Herpes.
No, like that's gross. Come on.
I said, what do I have?
Mirror's Edge Catalyst Beta.
How was it, Dylan?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Awesome.
What was
Guys,
your rating?
did you see that smoke bomb a minute ago? Because like Dylan's gone and there's some weird creepy guys here.
Yeah, I don't know who this is. I
I'm
think we
scared.
should kick him.
I replaced my smoke bomb smoke with dope smoke, and I'm having
Dope ass
a good
clouds?
time.
Hey, I make
Oh,
them
jeez,
dope
not
ass
dope
clothes.
ass clothes. Dope ass clouds are for bad people.
Hey.
So Josh.
That was censorship.
Yep.
What do I do? That doesn't work if you then say it's censorship.
Hey, screw you.
Hey, I know
that
something we can
censorship?
talk about other than censorship and dope ass clouds. The hoops.
Dope
the
ass
hoops
censorship.
Awesome. The hoops awesome update on Rocket League. That was
The
sweet.
hoop's awesome. Hoopsome.
Hoops. But yeah, we
Hoopsome.
played the crap out of that Rocket League update.
Hoops
Oh,
is
yeah.
pretty
Hoops. Yeah, it's crazy fun. Like it's tougher than just regular Rocket League, but it's fun
Oh,
to play. And
100%, bro.
sweet. Me and
Especially-
Dylan are the best at it.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, these guys
Well-
are good at the aerials.
Yeah, it's like if
Well,
you're
if
good
you,
at
if you
aerials.
don't know, check out Gaming Refine Plus and watch Mikey Dillon play Rocket League. It's fucking ridiculous.
I
They have some experience.
Just a bit, couple, like a day's worth of time on the game, more. I'm not sure. Who's counting? Steam.
You have so much.
But either
time,
Yeah,
way-
Mikey.
Steam.
So it's just like the thing is with hoops is the court is smaller, the cars are the exact same, but they
I was
make
gonna say,
little
what-
squeaky sneaker noises
On
on
the
the
nice
court.
little
It's so
floor.
cool.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
This is one of those
And the
brilliant
best
little
part
fucking
is-
details.
It's
I love
like
the sound
you
that
see
like
the
the
hoop.
fucking ball makes when it hits the rim and stuff. It's
Oh
just,
yeah, just broosh, or
No,
like when it hits
when
the
I
rim,
saw
it
the
makes
trailer,
like a swish noise.
when I saw
Yeah.
the trailer and you see how huge the hoop is, you're like, dude, that's gonna be so easy to get in that, and then you actually play it, and you're like, that's not as easy as it looks.
It's
It looks
easier
so
to get it
large.
in than it is to get it out. Defense,
Yeah,
in
blocking
hoops
is fun, though.
you need to be a legend.
Yeah.
You need to be
And
the
it's so much more hype
luckiest
when you
son of a
save it.
bitch.
And then you don't even get
Yeah.
a save, and then you feel like crap. You're like, I didn't get my 50 points epic save because it doesn't count as a save for some reason.
No, it's
Yeah, that-
really weird with that.
Gotta work on that.
And then
James, do you remember that
No,
backwards
no.
save that I made against that guy that totally wasn't you?
I saw the clip, and it was definitely not me because I wouldn't have been losing 5-1. So yeah, it's a different Crysuda.
James, you always
You get
use
him-
There are a
5-1.
lot
You're the
matter.
shittiest teammate in Rocket League.
Hey man, I carry you all the time. Oh, actually, I'll bring up this 1v1 real
You
quick.
got
What was the
outscored
score,
by a bot,
Josh?
James.
Oh.
Oh no, yeah, you mollywopped
Snap.
me. You destroyed me. It was like 11-3 or something like that. You crushed me in 1v1. But when it comes to team play, you just think of you. That's it. That's all. You don't have any team mentality.
I feel like
Do
I
you, boo.
usually do good on a team
Truth.
when
truth,
you're not
truth,
on my
truth,
team.
Truth.
Jerry.
You never do.
James.
Jerry.
Okay, I'm gonna
James,
tell
you
you this
just
right
this
now.
thing.
Your fucking loss, like your win-loss percentage in fucking team play, you're like you have like 5 wins and 100 losses on some real shit.
Wait, where
The only time
where
you
are these
win is when
statistics
you're on
coming from?
Mikey. The only time you win
where
is
are
when
these
you're on Mikey's
statistics coming
team.
from?
From
I
me
want
playing with
some
you.
It's a fact.
Okay, show me the statistics. Like, bring up the actual win-loss rate somewhere.
James,
Go on
you
Rocket League
lose
right now.
100% more than you win when you're playing team. You
The
want to know
hand
why?
slaps are
Because
coming out.
all you do is think about yourself. You're like, I'm not going to set up my teammate, or I'm not going to, like, take this fucking pass. I'm going to rob the ball off of my teammate and take it up myself because my teammates don't know what the fuck they're doing, according to you. Meanwhile, over here, I'm on Mikey's team, and we're fucking mollywopping you 5-1.
No, the only time I lose in a team thing is when I'm against Mikey because he plays a net the whole time and I can never score on him. Other than that, I
Bullshit.
win every time.
Bullshit.
You can score on a
Bullshit.
guy who's in net if you outplay him in the sense of one-on-one, that's a bad time. But if you set up the ball and maybe your teammate comes from the side and pokes it in.
See,
that's-
James
no,
doesn't
Mikey's
think
there.
like that,
Mikey's
though.
there. Mikey
James-
knows.
James don't think
I know
like that,
Mikey
though.
is like a goddamn rock. He doesn't.
Everyone
he
here
can
has
stop
played
just about
against Mikey,
everything.
and he'll just So you guys
Hey,
can't say
I
shit.
get around Mikey. It's not. It's hard, but you could do it.
Dylan gets
You-
inside Mikey.
And I've gotten
Yeah.
around
Oh, okay.
Mikey. So James, like,
Ah,
I have very few times, but I have.
like I'll say once. There we go.
Okay, James, how many times has Mikey fucking stopped your ass? So many fucking times.
0. Can't recall a
know.
time.
It's like my second favorite thing about Rocket League is just fucking James and Josh.
Yep.
But yeah, and another
We
thing
should
that came
do.
with
We,
this
like,
update.
I don't know why
no,
we did a video.
no.
Dylan. Like James and Josh should do a video on it.
I feel like we
Yes.
should just let them go do that, and it would be funny. We got the good
Actually, I
people.
want to start recording because then I
Let's
can actually
fucking
show,
do it,
'cause
bitch!
Josh is
I can
false.
show
Everything
everybody
Josh
how
has
you
stated
don't
is
fucking
false.
do anything for
He
the
has
team.
no proof.
You do fucking nothing for the team.
You have nothing to back up your statements. I'm sorry, it is false.
Oh, we're
I feel
gonna
like
fucking
James
record
is-
tonight,
James- Josh is the fucking preteen mom trailer chest chick who fucking James knocked up, and it's like, this is your baby. This is your baby. And James is like, there ain't no proof. There ain't no proof.
And then Josh be like, he's got yo elbows.
and then James is like, yeah, well, he got your thumbs because there ain't none.
Oh.
Thumbless babies. That's kind of scary. But back to the Rocket
But yeah,
League update
James,
that
we're
we were supposed to
fucking
be on.
recording
No,
tonight, bro.
Josh,
Yes.
Josh,
Let's
go
take
to
this down. Let's
sleep,
take
go
this
to sleep.
down.
Anyways, so yeah, they also
Yeah.
released the Rocket Labs levels maps or whatever
Oh,
you want
those
to
are
call them,
hype.
and those are just
Those things are
ridiculous. Like the ones that
frickin'
we
weird.
played way too much of is like the horseshoe one, where you can like go through your net and then come out on the opposing net and like save it after like being in net. No, save it after just attacking. It's like crazy, and we played a lot of this last night, way too much of this, and then I guess we got to a point
Up
where
until like 5.
we never let Mikey host. Remember Dylan on GTA? We never let Mikey host because of things he does.
Oh god,
Well, he
yeah.
was-
Oh yeah,
no,
absolutely. You
this is
absolutely never
horrendous.
let Mikey host. It's
Mikey
not like
was
Mikey
hosting
has
Rocket
to host
League.
every fucking time.
Well, you see, I mean, on GTA, you just ran.
So I'm sorry that I have to sit there for 20 minutes every fucking time we start playing and start shit up and wait for you bitches to get in games. Like, oh jeez,
But
I
do you
feel
have to
so sorry
punish
for you
us?
boys.
You have to punish us.
Yeah, I need to get something out of it.
He is
But yeah, so
correct.
this
Only
guy
fair.
was hosting Rocket League Customs last night, and we were doing hoops with a puck with like 0 gravity, and it was like light ball or puck, I guess, at this point, and it was like flopping around everywhere, and you could never hit the puck, and you could never touch the ground. Infinite boost.
Sounds pretty
It
amazing.
was hectic as
No,
hell,
it
and somehow
was-
Mikey scored like 5 times. I don't know how he did
Mikey has low-key been practicing that exact game mode, and he was just a fucking monster at it.
that.
Like, it was
Yeah, but it's fun
ridiculous how
times.
many goals he scored.
We also did it with the cube.
Yeah,
Yeah, the cube
that
one was even
horrible.
dumb. That's
You had like
That's when we let
gravity
the-
on like negative. Like there was no gravity.
well, it was just
whatsoever.
no gravity. Yeah, it was no gravity. And then fucking, we went to overtime because no one scored that entire game, and Josh saw Mikey finally get a shot that was going in, and we just let it go in because you'd stop the queue at this point so easily because it just goes so slow that you could just like
Yeah.
easily just go up to
But
it
at
and
this
jump.
point, it was already 5:30 in the morning, and I just wanted to get off. So I said, "Fuck this shit, Mikey. You're gonna score."
Yeah.
And that
But
was
the thing is,
Rocket
I hadn't
League.
even touched it, and like we couldn't even see.
No,
on
yeah,
the
I don't even
replay
know
that I
when you
touched
fucking
it.
touched it.
I don't
Like
think
it was like days before then. But yeah, it's like Rocket League. It's just so good.
Yep.
Like,
So,
so much free shit.
couple other things. Well, one other thing I could talk about that I'm pretty like we all knew was coming. It's just now it's official. But Gearbox has announced that their next focus is Borderlands 3 or 4 or 5, whatever they're gonna call it. And
yeah.
They
I'm
probably
so
won't
ready.
call it 4 or 5.
They might call
but
it
just
4
that he
because
called
technically,
it. Yeah, he said
yeah.
that himself.
Yeah, he's like, we don't know what to
Randy.
call it because they did a third Borderlands game, but it was the pre-sequel. It was a sequel to the first game, but a prequel to the second game. So they're like, we don't know what to do no more.
Well, it could still be the third one, but I think they were just joking around when he said we could call it Borderlands 3 or even Borderlands 4 at this point. Like he was
Yeah.
just saying that to be like silly, I guess.
I
Silliness.
Or he
Yeah.
said
Silly. Why
that
you gotta be
because
so
he's being
silly,
legit.
Randy Pitchford? No,
Yeah.
if they called it Borderlands 4, I'd be so confused. Every time.
Well, that's
Then
Well,
again, they
that's
might
because
just
of
do it
the
because of them being them.
yeah.
yeah, that
yeah.
is Gearbox.
Yeah, it's kind of like Hot Tub Time Machine. When they were going to make the sequel, they wanted to call it Hot Tub Time Machine 3 instead of 2, but the producers said no to that because that would confuse a lot of audience members.
I mean, there was Naked Gun
Fun
33 and a
facts with Dylan.
half, and that's apparently fine.
Yeah.
At least he
But
got
I
the
think-
movie title right. Usually when he does a movie reference, he doesn't know the title of the movie.
Woo! I'm fucking spot on today, Mr. No Help.
But yeah, back on that Borderlands 3 thing real quick. It kind of sucks is like all they stated, which is obvious, is that they're going to work on it after Battleborn and all its DLCs release. So we probably won't be seeing a Borderlands 3 for at least maybe like the end of 2017, if that. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's
best.
far away.
I'm ready.
That's like high hopes still.
I'm ready. I've got my blankie.
I'm ready for Borderlands 3.
Yeah. But I don't know. Like they said, they were looking to hire people. Like they were looking to make the Borderlands 3 team like a year ago at E3 or something when they announced when they had a Borderlands panel and whatnot. And they're like, they showed the characters from Borderlands 1, then they showed the characters from Borderlands 2, then they showed the pre-sequel, and then they're like, and this is what we want to do next. And they showed like hundreds of blacked out silhouettes behind all the people they already had, and they're like, this is where we want to take it, and any one of you can help us make this possible. And it's like, now they're just saying, yeah, Borderlands 3, like, y'all know, but it's gonna be coming. So it's like, I feel like they may already have something like already kind of in the works, but yeah, definitely late 2017
Oh yeah,
is
it's
probably the
absolutely in
earliest.
development.
Yeah. And I can't wait.
Like,
I
it's
literally
like-
cannot wait.
There's no way, like, yeah, it's been in development for I guarantee it's been in development for like a fucking year or more. But it's just like how much of the resources they are allocating towards it.
So Josh,
Oh, Dylan.
did you hear about how they're maybe thinking about showcasing the Xbox, like the Xbox One 2 at E3?
The 1-2.
Oh,
If they call it
Why
the
didn't you just
Xbox
say
One
this to
2,
Josh?
I'll buy the PS4. I'll buy the PS5 at this point.
What about the PS4 5?
Yeah.
Oh, the 4.5
What
or
is-
just the 4.5?
what
At that point, I'll just buy the Nintendo 6.
Everybody
There
shut
you
the
go.
fuck up! Dylan.
Whoa,
Oh,
simmer. You're gonna blow people's ears out.
Dylan,
Yeah, exactly.
what is
Yes.
this Xbox One 2?
Well,
Please
you know
explain.
how Sony's like,
No,
guys, we're gonna
please
make
tell me it's
4K.
not.
yeah.
Well, actually, you know what? This is the weird thing. I'm kind of more for it if it's Xbox opposed to Sony because Microsoft isn't doing it to sell TVs because Microsoft don't make TVs.
You're
Maybe start
done.
Apparently
making
it's like
TVs.
Apparently it's like an Xbox One Slim or something in it, or some bullshit.
Oh,
I mean,
okay,
that's
then
just
that's fine. They
yeah.
do that every fucking like they did that with the 360.
Wait, yeah. They did that with the 360 so many times.
Yeah, they did the
But
Elite,
then,
the Slim, then like they did another
The
version of the
Xbox
Slim.
One.
They did another one that 360 that looks like the Xbox One.
yeah.
Yes. But yeah, no, I don't know. I was just, I'm okay for it. Like the thing
I'm
is
down.
whoa,
Like it's probably just gonna come with better
what's-
storage and whatnot.
what's interesting? I forgot to
Apparently, isn't meant to be
mention.
coming with like a solid state hybrid drive.
Yeah, so
Ooh.
this
That's hype.
Noah game, the game I mentioned earlier, being developed by Tecmo, and like the Team Ninja guys. It's actually interesting because when you start at the game, it's got two settings, and you're like, well, that's difficulty settings. But it's like, no, these are actually graphical settings. You can have it play in action mode or movie mode. In movie mode, it runs at a like it's got better graphics, it looks prettier and whatnot. But if you run it on action mode, the graphics are turned down a little bit to help with frame rate and whatnot.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that way, like combat feels smoother. And it's like, that's an interesting thing. And then it reminded me of the whole Xbox modular thing where they're like, if we give you the ability to upgrade your Xbox, so that way, like, say a brand new game comes out and it looks beautiful on PC. If you have the upgrades in your Xbox, you can run it on ultra settings, kind of like super fancy,
Yeah.
awesome graphics. And
Same idea as the PlayStation 4, essentially, though probably not the same level.
Exactly.
Like-
Or you could just play it on the regular settings like a normal person and not spend any other money. But if
See,
you
they better do
want,
that.
a console gamer can up the settings. And that's something I forgot to mention. I thought that was really interesting.
Cause like yeah, back
So
in the
now,
day,
how
it's
would-
always just been. Hold on,
Go,
Josh.
go.
Back in the day, it's always just been. If you want to play this newer game we've developed, you have to buy like our better console. Like, that's how consoles have always been. Like look at like
Yeah.
3DS and all that shit. But it makes sense that they should go like the PC route, which is like if they have a little bit of like you can modify these consoles or buy better consoles. You should just have a setting in the developer's game saying, hey, do you want to just turn on the settings or do you want to give like this new console or this new fucking graphics card or whatever in your Xbox? So do you want to play on these higher settings? So they give you the option and not say, oh, you have to buy a different game based on whatever shit you're playing on. Like it
And
used to be.
that's what I was saying last week. But yes, that is absolutely okay. And I would be fine with that because either I can I can upgrade my hardware so I could have fancy
Now, the
flowing
thing
tress
is
effects
how
hair.
much is it
or-
gonna be to upgrade
It
your
might
hardware?
be like an extra $100-$200, up to you. You can do what you want with
Well,
it.
the thing is I'm all down for upgrading your hardware and shit like that, as long as it's not as ridiculous as like hypothetically upgrading a PC. Because I priced out
Well,
the
I
parts
mean-
I want to get on my PC, and it's a pretty penny. Now, if I had to do that for my PC and my one, like, what's the point of?
Well, you don't
continuing
have
buy
to.
The one? Like,
You don't
continuing to
have
play.
Like, there's nothing stopping you from not upgrading your PC right now. It plays everything it needs to play. Same
Yeah.
thing with the Xbox One in this hypothetical.
It just depends on how picky you are and how like if you like when a new game comes out and it says, "Oh, your computer's not as good," you can go your way to buy out the better shit, or you can just deal with it and play on like medium.
Exactly. So with the Xbox, you can either be like, this game has really nice, beautiful ultra settings, or I can just suck it up and play it on normal graphics like a goddamn normal person.
All
If
this
you
comes
have
down to how much money
disposable
you want to throw
income,
around.
Hold on, but
Yeah.
Dylan,
Yep.
one of your biggest gripes with what's it called, Quantum Break, was that you didn't want to play it on console because of how shitty it was going to look compared to PC.
I never
But
played
since you
it
couldn't
on
play it on
PC.
PC,
No, I know, but
know,
you wanted to play it on PC. You
couldn't.
I wanted to.
Because he had
The
the
thing-
option.
Yeah, I have the option.
You got the code.
No, I know,
Yeah.
but the thing is like you were sitting there saying how like, well, the graphics on PC are gonna far excel the Xbox One, so
That's
I'm not gonna even play it
because
on the
with
Xbox One.
Quantum Break, the Quantum Break wasn't even at 1080p. It wasn't even true HD.
Okay, so
It was 720
who's to
with
say-
upscaled.
Who's to say that most games aren't gonna do that now unless you buy the new Xbox One that you can upgrade the hardware for?
because it's not
Well-
going to sit at like lower than True HD for every other game. But the thing is like, if I have the option, then I'll go with what option I want. It's not being forced. I'm not being shoved down my throat in the sense of, do I want to play this super amazing ultra game? Well, I absolutely have to spend $300 on upgrading my Xbox so I could play it like that. If they release the game and they're like, you could play it on the super settings with the upgrades, or you could play it on normal settings. You're damn right I'm going to play it on normal.
Yeah. All right. Now, I do have one last thing to add on to this. I think that there should be like a deal where, like, if in a hypothetical, at like your GameStop or EB Games or whatever, you bring in your old Xbox One to trade in, and you get the
there'll probably
new
be a trade-up
Xbox
thing.
One for like $100 or something like that.
I doubt it
I
would
mean,
be
they
that
won't be
much,
that
but
generous. Yeah.
yeah, there might be something where they give you like
that's kinda weird, though, 'cause
$100
in the
off.
States, I was looking online the other day, and in the States, Microsoft was doing this thing, or GameStop, sorry, was doing this thing where if you traded in your PS3 Slim or your Xbox 360 Slim, you could get the Xbox One or the PS4 for $100.
I thought it was like save $100 off.
No,
of
no, no,
your
no, no.
Next gen.
They take off $200, and you only pay $100.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so
Well,
I don't
yeah.
see why they can't do the same thing with the Xbox One, with the Xbox One 2 or the PS4 5, whatever the fuck you call it.
And the Nintendo 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's all, folks.
Yep, that is the end of episode 14. We ain't got no more fucks to give. Say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye,
everybody.
everybody.
Bye to the one guy.
Fuck.
That's not how you
Yeah.
say bye, Mikey.
Fuck.
Yeah.